Right, our next guest is here. Santiago Cabrera is here. How are you? Nice to see you. Have a seat.
Thank you.
All right, we have an exclusive, never-before-seen clip of the Musketeers. Can we watch it?
Absolutely.
I want to watch that right now.
That was a close shave, wasn't it?
Right in the nick of time there.
And that was the Queen.
It was, you know, Peter Capaldi there coming in. You want to get away. It's Richelieu, the Cardinal Richelieu. No, that's his mistress.
Okay.
Yeah, the
that's
Cardinal's
not the
mistress.
Queen.
Yeah.
Okay.
And do you love her?
I absolutely love her. Yes.
Okay, good.
If Aramis is with a woman, he's because he loves her.
All right, so it's the Musketeers. It starts tomorrow at 9 p.m. BBC One. Tell us all about it. Apart from we know you're a Lothario.
It's
in
it. Yeah, I mean, it's just a great show. I mean, the Musketeer theme, you know, about, you know, it's all these, they're just such a strong unit, the themes of brotherhood and friendship and loyalty, and just seeing them together, the banter they have between themselves. And it's just a full-on romp, just a great adventure, you know, just great stories every week, and then there's an overarching, you know, there's an arch that kind of carries the whole show through. So it's a great 10-part show, and it's just full of great stories and great characters.
And because you're dressing up like that, is it just a load of fun?
Yeah, I mean, it's just great. You know, you're dressing up in leather and wearing just, you know, carrying all these pistols, and it's a really heavy costume, but it's just a great. It really gives you the sort of authority that these guys have. You know, so it's just it's a fun world to be part of, and on, you know, sword fighting, riding horses. Doesn't get any better than that.
Were you good at all of that before you started?
I'd done a bit of horse riding before from jobs, so I really learnt it on this job. Like, I got much more of a hang of it. And then we had a boot camp for 3 weeks before shooting. We had a 1-week boot camp where we'd like get up at 6 in the morning and clean the horses' stables and kind of,
like,
you know,
an
wash them.
apprentice, like an apprentice cleans footballers' boots.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to go muck out.
Yeah. There's a lot of that. I always make a parallel with football and in acting. You know, there's like the dressing room, the, you know, getting ready, dressing up, putting the kit on and all that. So it's great fun. It was really good for just getting a hang of the swords and all that, because we had really good training with a great sword master and horse riding and the fighting and everything.
Cool. Now, look, the Musketeers brand's been done before. You moved over here when you were pretty young.
Yeah.
So you must have grown up watching D'Artagnan.
I did.
And does that put massive pressure on you, because, you know, you've got to repeat the greatest cartoon of all time?
I think it puts massive pressure on the theme, actually, of the song, because that is just that.
Is your theme as good as D'Artagnan?
I think it's as good, yeah.
Okay,
but that one just sticks in your mind forever. It's a great thing.
We mustn't all sing it. No.
Yeah, you'll be singing it for the rest of the day as soon as you do.
And we mentioned Peter Capaldi there that we saw at the end of that clip. While you were filming that, he was announced as the next Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Did that make things a little bit weird? Was he allowed to tell you?
He wasn't allowed, so he suddenly his tash came off, and it was all. But we found out pretty quickly afterwards. But you know, he's just such a great actor, so he just adds so much to the show. He's a great counterpart to the Musketeers. So he's a huge plus of the first season. It's great to see him trying to catch the Musketeers and that sort of relationship he has with the King as well, and with Milady. So it was just a pleasure to have him on the show.
We've been given a photo of you on set in between takes. Did you organise five-a-side games?
We
Is
did.
that the first thing you take is a football?
Yeah, that's with Hugo Spear, which we found out afterwards. We had actually played against each other in the Soccer Aid match at Wembley. We didn't know at the time, but yeah, Hugo's a big footballer, Howard and Luca as well. And we didn't play towards the end they let us when there was about 2 weeks left to shoot. It was such a physical job that playing football, the producer was like, you can't play. But then Vinnie Jones turned up in episode 8 to play a part. So playing a psycho
really?
red guard, yeah. So when he turned up, then we started to, you know, we started to organise a game. But he wasn't fit to play. But we did play a couple of games. But then Hugo got a shoulder injury, and we had to call it quits.
Because you did Soccer Aid 2008. The rest of the world team, I mean, the team is just amazing. Di Canio, Figo, Romario, Baresi. What's it like? Like, can you even play football when you're with them, or are you just staring at them?
Oh, it's unbelievable. I couldn't believe. You know, you're on the pitch and you're just suddenly going, Figo, Figo, Romario, Romario. And I just start, you know, chuckling to myself. I couldn't believe that was happening. You know, and it's just, and you kind of get to live the dream of being a footballer for a week because you get the full-on training sessions and.
Who was the best player? Mate. Who was the absolute best? Was it Serge from
Well, Figo was the only one who was actually still pro.
Right, okay.
So you could see just that sort of the ease with which he would just control the ball. It was just that first touch where he'd receive it and he'd just have it like half a metre in front of him, and you just looked so easy. But it was just amazing. And then someone like Franco Baresi, I saw him in the dressing room, and he was, you know, a lot older and, you know, no hair, and I just thought, what a legend, but what's he really going to do? And the speed and the strength of the guy. And even sometimes players which maybe weren't top of your list, like Jap Stam, but just the way he'd go up for a header or stuff like that, and you just see that difference.
I played against Jap Stam once. Yeah. I didn't win a lot in the air.
No.
Be honest. Who's the Neil, best player you ever played against or with?
Well, Steven Gerrard, obviously, for best played with. Against Nesta, I remember playing against Nesta in a pre-season game. He was decent. Yeah.
Did you get anything out of him?
Nothing. A little poke in the eye. A little bit nasty. Yeah. Off the ball as well.
And how was Chris Kamara? I don't mean playing against him. I mean acting alongside Chris Kamara. Clearly, there he is as one of the Musketeers. Yeah, he is everywhere. You were a semi-pro footballer yourself.
I was. I played a lot in, like, when I was at university. I played I had a scholarship, and then when I came to England just before drama school, I played. For Hampton and Richmond. I was looking for a team, I was looking for somewhere to play, and then I got a trial at Hampton and Richmond, ended up playing there. And then when it was time to start take it a bit more seriously, I got into drama school, and then my life sort of just changed.
Was there ever a point when you thought, I'm going to be a professional footballer, this is what I'm going to do for a living?
I think as a kid, always, I thought so. We moved around a lot with my family, so I think I missed that sort of boat of getting seen by a club. I played in Madrid for a year, and then I was going to go to Atletico Madrid, like the inferiors, but then we left the country. And then when I started playing on high level, I was a bit too old, but, you know, today football is such a physical game. You have to start a lot younger, and I was 20, 21, and I was starting to sort of get in there, but I realised it was too late.
Would you swap your entire acting career for a good, solid season for QPR? You are a QPR fan?
For a good season, the whole acting career, that's a tough question. If you would have said the whole acting career for being a footballer and
yeah, okay, you can have a good career, good, solid, one-club man, QPR.
In a second, you know, getting QPR to win the Premiership, absolutely. Yeah.
We've got a picture of this. This is you at 10 as a mascot. With Paul Parker.
Yeah.
Presumably still the greatest day of your life.
That was amazing. I couldn't believe that, being on that field. It was a dream come true. I remember we had some penalty shoots out beforehand, and I think I scored 2 out of 3 penalties. I couldn't believe it.
So you'll be good at the end game, kicking the ball through the hole. Yeah, good luck with that. Santiago Cabrera, everybody.